Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining me. Um, Here in Colorado, it is a very snowy day and evening. Kids got snow days yesterday and today, although not my kids, they're in college and beyond. Anyway, I kind of thought we'd continue doing what we've done the last couple weeks, which is some yin, some restorative, and Nidra. And Nidra, if you don't know what that is yogic sleep. And so it's a deep guided meditation. And we've been doing that the last couple times. They've been about 15 or 20 minutes long. And so until I hear otherwise, I think we'll continue doing that. I think this time of night is good, especially for my East Coasters. So this evening, you're definitely going to want to bolster or pillow, right? You don't have to have a bolster, but a pillow, bolsters. I always love the blocks, a blanket that I'm going to grab. And we're going to just start seated this evening, though. So sit, find a comfortable spot on your preferred seat, shall we say. All right. And I'm just having my blanket close by. All right. So we're just going to start here in our comfortable seat. So whatever that really looks like for you, I am sitting on the very edge of my bolster. I'll give you a side view here. So I like this, sitting on the edge of something for me, because it takes a little pressure off the low back. So it's tilting my sacrum slightly. I'm exaggerating it here. That actually would be bad. We don't want it that much. All right. It's allowing my ears to be over my shoulders, to be over my hips. I'm looking up at my screen here, but really you guys are there. Do it every time. And this is comfortable. All right, this is a nice soft seat. A block is another option, maybe not quite as soft, but a good option. If you want to sit on the earth, great. Another option is here. All right, so I'm sitting on my heels, and that might not be comfortable, but you could put a block under your bum and sit on it like that. Okay, so a couple options. And if you'd prefer to do none of those things and lie down, you can for at least the first couple minutes. We're just going to tap into our breath a little bit today, this evening. So close down your eyes and find yourself in that nice, comfortable position, whatever that looks like for you. All right. When I'm sitting, I generally like to have my palms down on my thighs. It's more grounding. All right. So if I feel like I need to be grounded, I'll the hands down. If I feel like I want to draw energy in, I'll do palms up. And then sometimes I'll do what's called a mudra, which is, hand yoga, we call it. And there's tons of different ones. But tonight I think we'll just do hands down or hands up. All right, close down your eyes and just begin to arrive in the space on your yoga mat. And let everything stay outside of the area that you're in right now. And you can hear the sounds maybe outside the room that you're in. Maybe you can hear sounds outside the house or building that you're in. Maybe you hear birds chirping, dogs barking, whatever it may be. And we're going to leave those outside too. And we're going to bring it in to the room that we're in. And then we're going to bring it in even more to the space we're on. This little 3x6 island, I like to call it, our yoga mat. And tonight, actually, I'm going to invite you to bring your hands to your belly, if that feels comfortable, or keep them right where they are. But I'm going to ask you to bring your hands to your belly because we're going to focus on the belly breath this evening. So before we do that, let's just inhale through the nose and open mouth exhale. 2 more like that. Inhale. You can really sigh it out if you like. No one can hear you. Inhale. Or I can't hear you. And now with your hands on your belly, if you've chosen to do so, I'm going to have you inhale for 2, 3, 4 into the belly. You're going to keep the breath in the belly. And when I say that, I mean you're going to visualize the breath in the belly. Okay. So you're going to, let's just start over. You're going to inhale belly, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. As you exhale, down the legs, down the feet into the earth. All right, here we go. Inhale, belly, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, down, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, belly, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, down, 2, 3, 4. Continue on your own path. And my thought being, as you exhale down the legs, I want you to really visualize that breath rooting you down into the earth. You can even visualize actual roots if you wanted to, going far down into the center of the earth. And as you do that, as you're rooting down into the earth, on the inhale of the belly, a glow of light emanating in that belly region. And then as you exhale, again, all the way down deep into the earth. And then with each inhale, that belly light gets bigger and perhaps comes up the body. And again, down into the earth. And then again, with the inhale, you're bringing that light and it's getting bigger and it's surrounding your entire body now. And then you bring it back down all the way into the earth. Inhale, that breath is getting bigger and bigger, larger perhaps than the room you're in. And then as you're rooting down into the earth, the roots are actually going deeper and deeper beyond the room that you're in. And just continue on this path, allowing that light to get as big as you want it to be. It could be your house, your community, the earth, the universe, if you want to get that big. And we'll take 3 more deep and even breaths here. One more breath. You're welcome to flutter your eyes open, or you can keep them closed for a little bit longer. On your next inhale, sweep the arms up overhead, palms come together. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Prayer hands, thumbs graze the sternum. Inhale, bring the fingertips to the earth. Exhale here. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale, hands through heart center. Inhale, release fingertips to the earth. Exhale. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Hold here. Exhale, cactus the arms. Chest reaches towards the sky. Inhale, reach arms overhead. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, reach. This time, exhale, right fingertips to the earth. Left arm reaches up towards the sky. You're going to press into the right fingertips, pressing the earth away as the left arm bends over towards the right. So you're pressing away and you're deepening in. Left hip is ideally not coming up off the earth or bolster or pillow or whatever it is you're sitting on. Inhale, come out just slightly. Exhale, deepen in. Inhale, stay here. And exhale. Inhale all the way up, both arms through center. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, reach. Exhale, left fingertips to the earth. Press the earth away, right arm over to the left. So you're pressing fingertips away, but reaching over with the right. So you should feel a nice side stretch down the side body here. Again, here in Colorado, maybe you've been shoveling a little snow today. You might be feeling it. Inhale, come out slightly. Exhale, deepen. Inhale all the way up through center, both arms. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, cat curl the upper spine, elbows and hands come together. Exhale, open up, cactus. Inhale, curl it in. Exhale, cactus. Last time, inhale. And exhale. I'm going to come off my bolster now. And we're going to come to seated on the ground. You can bring both legs out in front, maybe shake them. Bring when the legs cross, they might need a little blood flow in the back of those knees. All right. And I'm going to remove a little love, as I say, from my bum so that I can really be sitting on my ischial tuberosities. And immediately I'm feeling it in my hip flexors here. So I'm going to bend my knees slightly. All right. If that's not the case for you, that's fine. You can keep them straight. But I'm going to have you take let's hug our right knees in towards our chest. All right. And then you're going to cross the right leg over the left. And then you're going to come off to the left slightly and you're going to bend the right knee. All right. So knees are in line together. And if this is just not happening for you, your hips aren't both on the ground, because I would like to see that. So you can kind of press yourself up and see if you're sitting squarely on both hips. If that's not happening, straighten that bottom leg. All right. That's still not happening, sitting on a blanket, sort of tipping on the edge like I did when I showed you on the bolster, will help as well. Okay. So our knees are crossed here. Yeah. All right. We're going to inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, twist over to the right. Inhale through center. Again, to the right, twist to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale to the right. Right hand is going to come behind me as a kickstand. All right, as a kickstand. And then I'm actually going to take my right hand and I'm going to bring my left hand, sorry. My right foot is now going to be on the earth and I'm going to wrap my left arm around my knee. Okay, so just a gentle twist here. All right. Arm up, wrap it around that left knee. I think your friend has just come on. And just hold it there and find some nice, long, deep breaths. And you're going to inhale. As you inhale, feel that breath come out the crown of your head, and you can gently twist with your torso. All right, you're going to keep your chin in line with your chest as you do that. If after you've decided you found a twist that feels comfortable, and don't go far, okay? We're just going to that nice, easy, gentle twist here. But once you get to that spot that feels good, then you can take the gaze over the right shoulder, all right? If you want, and only if your neck is healthy. And if your neck, doesn't like it, bring it back out. Inhale here, and exhale here. Unravel, or I'm sorry, no. Bring the chin back in line with the sternum if you took the neck twist, and then come back to neutral with the spine. So we're back here and center. We're going to lean back. We're going to unravel, and we're just going to cross our legs over. All right, so this time left knee is over the right. You can lift up a little bit so you find yourself nicely rooted. And again, remember, if this isn't feeling good, bottom leg straightens. All right. And I think this time we're just going to keep this foot up. All right. So we're just going to sit here. You can hold your knee up if that feels comfortable. Roll the shoulders down the spine. Inhale here. And exhale here. And then this time we'll take left hand behind us for the kickstand. Inhale, right arm reaches up towards the sky. Right arm wraps around left knee. All right, nice twist here. We're going to grow tall. We're going to twist from our torso, keeping our chin in line with our sternum. And once we feel a nice spot where we want to hang out, you may or may not want to take your gaze over the left shoulder behind you. Inhale here. Exhale here. So first, bring the chin in line with the sternum, then untwist. We'll come back through center. We'll lean back, bring the legs out in front of us, and shake them out. So we are starting with some twists and some hip stuff here. All right, so now we're going to bring our right leg so that our shin is parallel with the front of your mat, okay? Ideally, all right? Again, doesn't have to be that way. And then we're going to take our left foot, so our left ankle, right knee, right ankle. So my hips are crazy tight. So a couple options, okay? If you have a bolster or a pillow nearby and this left knee feels like it needs some support, great, all right? Or sometimes a block actually feels better, all right? Or a blanket, nice and soft, all right? So whatever feels good. Again, if this is not feeling good to you, bottom leg stays straight, top leg like this, all right? So we're going to actually hang out in this one for a little bit. I'm going to time us. And you can stay right here, all right? If you're like feeling it, like that's plenty, great. If you are not and you want more, you can walk your hands forward until you feel it in your hips. If you'd like to support your head, which I would actually love to see, you can take something maybe like a bolster and hang out here. Okay. And at first it might feel tight, no pain, however, all right? You're taking it to that first or second level of intensity, and then you're going to allow it to soften. And then maybe you deepen it if you want. So you're about a minute in to holding this. Things sometimes, tend to soften right around that minute or two mark. All right. So if you feel like it's softened for you, options would be to walk your hands out if you didn't already, walk them out farther. And if you're using something to rest your head, move that farther away from you. Or maybe the block under the knee can come out, which it can. Yay. All the while you're breathing. And maybe bringing that breath back into the belly for the inhales and down the legs and into the earth for the exhales. Maybe remembering that bubble that you created for yourself with that ball of light that you allowed to spread over your community. Let's take 3 more nice, deep, and even breaths here. Wherever you are, walk your hands, lift your head and chest up. I invite you to pick up this left foot and sort of just gently rock it side to side like it's your baby. And then we're going to straighten it out and straighten out the other leg, the right leg, and we'll shake it out. We'll switch sides. All right. So we know what we're in for now. Left leg bottom will be the bottom leg this time, or switch it up if you didn't do that last time. Ideally, the shin is parallel with short end of your mat. I would flex the bottom foot, okay? If that's the case. If your shin is not parallel, you can point the toe. Top ankle is coming on to the knee, so ankle knee alignment, all right? So again, I have a little bit of a gap here that I just would love to have some support with. So this time I'm actually going to try out the blanket. Oh yeah, that feels good. Okay, so your choice. Find that first or second level of resistance. You walk your hands forward if that feels appropriate. And if you just want to sit here and close your eyes and breathe, perfect. All right. Wherever you're at, if you're not sitting straight up and your head can be supported somehow, it just feels good. Okay. Remember to use your breath to send it to those areas that feel tight. And again, when I say send, I mean visualize your breath going into that area. We're holding poses so that we can soften and lengthen our connective tissue around our joints. We're about a minute in. So hang out exactly where you are. If you're ready to take it deeper, you can. If you want to wait a few breaths, you can, of course, do that as well. But wherever you are, do use that breath. Because frankly, yoga is nothing without the breath. I mean, it's not nothing. We're doing something. But yoga is union of breath to body. Take 3 more deep and even breaths. Use your hands to help yourself up. Gently rise up. Head arrives last. Move any props out of the way. We'll lean. Oh no, we're gonna, forgot to rock our baby. Take your left hand on the right foot, right hand on the right knee, and just move that hip back and forth if it feels good. All right. And then straighten out the legs again and shake it out. Okay, going to come onto our bellies. If you have a blanket, I'm going to recommend that, and it's going to be for our knee, and you'll see why. I'm going to show you a couple different angles. We're going to come into what's called half frog. All right, so I'm going to come onto my belly. I'm going to have this blanket on the side for my knee. So I'm going to come onto my belly. And I'm going to bring my left knee up so that I have a 90-degree angle here. Again, perhaps. All right. And option, I can take crocodile hands and place my forehead on top of my crocodile hands, or I can turn my head towards the left, towards this knee. All right. So especially if you have a hard floor, the blanket is nice. I think you should, oh, there's my thumbs up. I don't know why it does that. I think you should have been able to see me, but I'll just give you a different angle just in case. All right, I'll come forward. And there's my leg. All right. This should feel good. All right. Bolster as needed. And if you wanted to get super nitpicky, it would be like 90-90 for the leg. I'm not going to be super nitpicky because I can't see you. But you do you. All right. Option for bolsters are a blanket under the hips as well, if that would feel better for you. All right. And if you would like something, a pillow for your head, also nice. Take about 5 nice, long, deep, and even breaths here. Slowly release that left leg so it's even with the other. You're still on your belly. You might want to move the blanket out of the way. We'll switch sides. However, before we do that, we're going to do a little shoulder stretch before we go to the other side. So my hands are in front of me right now. I'm going to take my right arm and put it under my left, and my left arm cross. So my elbows are in line, okay? Now, this is called twisted branches, I believe. So this might be plenty on your shoulders. Like I feel it already. However, if you want to go farther, you can drop your head down. All right. You may be able to reach your head all the way to the ground. Or again, you probably have realized by now, I love to have our head rest on something. So that's your option. And if going that low does not feel good, you can just do one shoulder. So it's like a thread the needle here. And then I'll have you switch sides. I'll let you know when, if you're doing it that way, when you would switch sides. Okay. And and actually you'll want to switch arms at the switch side anyway, which arm is in front. Okay. We're just going to be holding it a minute each side in case you're not loving it. All 10 toes are on the ground, and pelvis is slightly pressing into the ground to protect the low back. All right. If your head is down, go ahead and lift it up, and we'll switch sides. So you'll switch the arm that's in front. And if you're doing the thread the needle, you'll switch and put the left arm underneath the right. Definitely can be a pretty intense shoulder stretch. I know it is for me. So keep that in mind. Use your breath. Do 3 more nice, long, deep, and even breaths here. Gently lift your head up, unravel your arms, stack the hands again, forehead to the hands. Bend both knees and windshield wipe the feet left to right. And then come through center, through stillness, lengthen both legs out, and then we'll do the half frog on the other side. So move your blanket if you need it. And we're going to bring the right leg out to a 90 degree. And head can stack on the hands or your block or your pillow, or you can turn and have the left cheek on the earth looking towards the right. About 5 nice, deep, and even breaths here. If you have your cheek to the side, go ahead and bring it through center so that your forehead is resting on your hands. Slowly and carefully straighten out the right leg. You can maybe shake your pelvis side to side. Let's bend the knees again and windshield wipe the feet back and forth. And then I'm just going to have you roll onto your backs. You are going to be facing the other, the back of your mat. I'm just switching positions here so that you can see me. if you need to. But for you, you're just laying on your backs, okay? And let's just, actually, let's hug the knees into the chest and gently rock side to side on the hips and the sacrum. That should feel good. And let's drop the feet to the earth. Left knee is going to stay bent. Right foot is going to cross left knee for a figure four stretch. All right. So you want to just tuck and curl your pelvis slightly here and then find a nice neutral position. You're neither tucking nor curling. It's just nice and neutral. All right. And then if you want to, you can lift that left foot up off the earth and maybe even reach through and grab the back of the left thigh. However, not necessary to do that. You can stay here. The left foot can be off the ground. You can even, kind of like we did the rocking the baby, you can take the left hand to the foot, right hand to the knee, gently push your right knee towards the front of your mat, or maybe it's the back of your mat now, towards your left foot, I'll say. And only if that feels good. And if it feels good to grab the back of the left thigh, by all means do that. And then you can also straighten left leg up towards the sky. Both feet are flexed. And then actually we'll just roll out that left foot 3 times one direction and 3 times the other. Inhale here. Exhale here. Release the back of the thigh. Release the left foot to the earth. Reach right leg up towards the sky. You can grab the back of it if you want, just briefly, maybe walk the hands up, gently pulling it towards your head. But then we're going to release it and bend the right knee. This time, left leg comes up to cross the right knee. So left ankle at the right knee, figure four on the other side. Stay here if you're feeling this, or lift the right foot up off the earth. Maybe gently guide your left knee towards the right foot. Maybe right hand is on the left foot, doing that rock the baby type action, or you grab the back of the right thigh. You stay here, or you reach that right leg up towards the sky. And you're pressing hand into the thigh, thigh into the hand, both feet are flexed. And then we'll roll out that right ankle 3 times. One direction and 3 times the other. Inhale here. And exhale. Release the back of that right thigh, drop the right foot to the earth, left foot up towards the sky. Ever so briefly, maybe walk the hands up, gently pulling your left foot towards your head if that feels appropriate. And then we're going to release that foot to the earth. Hug the knees back into the chest. And then this time, bring them out wide towards the armpits. And then we're going to take a happy baby. We're going to take the soles of the feet up towards the sky. Knees are bent. And you can take hands either to the backs of the thighs, backs of the calves, or the outside edges of the feet. Now, once here, if you have the outside edges of the feet, a couple things. Roll the shoulders down the spine. Plugging shoulders in and will also help plug hips in. Reach the tailbone towards the front of your mat. You can gently press your hands into your feet into your hands here. And you can stay in complete and utter stillness, which I actually prefer. But, if you've ever seen a happy baby, they don't stay that still. And so another option is to straighten right leg, keeping left knee bent. Somebody called this Peter Pan. Back through center, bend left knee, keep the right knee bent. Straighten left leg, sorry, right knee is bent. And so you can, kind of move about doing that if that feels good. Or again, stay stillness. Few nice deep breaths here. Wherever you are, even out. Come through center. And then bring the soles of the feet together. Knees are out wide. And you're going to lower the feet all the way to the earth. Hands can come to the belly if that feels good, or palms at your side, or arms at your side, palms face up. I'm going to invite you now to take a couple minutes to find what will be your yoga nidra position, but also, it's a shavasana type position. So we're going to bring our knees back together and you'll roll to one side or the other, or you'll stay on your back. And if staying on your back feels appropriate and you can grab any props that you might need, go ahead and take that time to do that right now. So if you're new to yoga nidra, props would include maybe a small pillow for your head because we don't want it too elevated. Maybe you want socks. You want a blanket. Maybe you want a bolster or pillow for underneath your knees. You want to try to be as comfortable as possible. All right. And you'll see why. We're going to be here for about 15 minutes. This is a guided meditation. And I will be reading from a script. And just to be clear, you don't have to be laying down. If you want to, if seated feels more comfortable, if you want to be supported by a wall or even on a couch, that could be nice. It's up to you, whatever's most comfortable. All right. Your body temperature is likely to drop while laying here. So keep that in mind. If you have any jewelry, watches, earrings, something that's going to bother you, take it off. Make those adjustments now. And just take a minute to scan your whole body, making sure you're as comfortable as can be. Your feet are relaxed, your legs, your hips, your back, your arms, your shoulders, your jaw. You can relax the jaw, by the way, by removing the tongue from the roof of the mouth. That will let the jaw relax. Your forehead. Just feel yourself settling in. Setting aside anything that's happened before this practice and anything that's happening after. Bring all your awareness into this practice for the next 15 minutes. Setting everything aside for these moments to rejuvenate. Take a nice deep breath in. And as you exhale, letting go of any tension, any fatigue. Let go of any thoughts, any need to do. Just be. This is your time for yourself. Nothing to accomplish, just enjoying peace. Make any final adjustments if you haven't already. Begin to experience the stillness even more. Know that you can move, but if it feels good, allow yourself to enjoy this stillness, this chance to do nothing, resting just as you like. If it feels restful, allow these words to be received energetically rather than mentally, so that even the mind can rest now. In its place, there's effortless awareness. Feel all experience becoming more and more effortless, serene and effortless. Yoga Nidra has now begun. A series of energetic points will be named. Allow your awareness to flow freely from point to point, like connecting points of light or energy currents. Start with awareness on the point between the eyebrows, experiencing it energetically rather than physically. The point between the eyebrows, the hollow of the throat, the right shoulder joint, shifting freely, the right elbow joint, wrist joint, the right thumb, the tip of the index finger, tip of the middle finger, tip of the ring finger, tip of the little finger, experiencing energetically the right wrist joint, elbow joint, shoulder joint, hollow of the throat, over to the left shoulder joint, left elbow joint, wrist joint, the left thumb, tip of the index finger, tip of the middle finger, tip of the ring finger, tip of the little finger, back up to the left wrist joint, elbow joint, shoulder joint, hollow of the throat, the heart center, the right side of the chest, the heart center, the left side of the chest, the heart center, the navel center, tip of the tailbone, the right hip joint, right knee joint, ankle joint, the right big toe, tip of the second toe, tip of the third toe, tip of the fourth toe, tip of the baby toe. Back up to the right ankle joint, right knee joint, right hip joint, tip of the tailbone. Sweeping awareness to the left hip joint, left knee joint, ankle joint, the left big toe, tip of the second toe, tip of the third toe, tip of the fourth toe, tip of the baby toe. Back up to the left ankle joint, left knee joint, left hip joint, tip of the tailbone, the navel center, the heart center, the hollow of the throat, the eyebrow center, the eyebrow center, the eyebrow center. Now become aware of the breath. No need to change the breath in any way, simply bring awareness to the breath. As you exhale, feel that you let go of any fatigue, stress, tension. As you inhale, feel that you're pulling in boundless energy. Exhale, letting go of fatigue, stress, and tension. Inhale, filling up with boundless energy. Exhale from the crown of the head down to the toes. Inhale from the toes up to the crown of the head. Exhale from the crown of the head down to the ankles. Inhale from the ankles up to the crown of the head. Exhale from the crown of the head down to the knees. Inhale from the knees up to the crown of the head. Exhale from the crown down the spine to the tailbone. Inhale from the tailbone up the spine to the crown. Exhale from the crown down the spine to the navel. Inhale from the navel up the spine to the crown. Exhale from the crown down the spine to the heart center. Inhale from the heart center up the spine to the crown. Exhale from the crown down to the throat center. Inhale from the throat center up the spine to the crown. Exhale from the crown down to the bridge between the nostrils. Inhale from the bridge between the nostrils up to the crown. Now to the third eye. Exhale down to the bridge between the nostrils. Inhale from the bridge between the nostrils up to the third eye. Back to the crown. Exhale down to the bridge between the nostrils. Inhale from the bridge between the nostrils up to the crown. Exhale from the crown down the spine to the throat center. Inhale from the throat center up the spine to the crown. Exhale from the crown down the spine to the heart center. Inhale from the heart center up the spine to the crown. Exhale from the crown down the spine to the navel. Inhale from the navel up the spine to the crown. Exhale from the crown down the spine to the tailbone. Inhale from the tailbone up the spine to the crown. Exhale from the crown of the head down to the knees. Inhale from the knees up to the crown of the head. Exhale from the crown of the head down to the ankles. Inhale from the ankles up the crown of the head. Exhale from the crown of the head down to the toes. Inhale from the toes up to the crown of the head. Feel that the whole body is breathing in and out. Inhaling cosmic energy from all around you and exhaling any energy blocks. Continue to breathe this way for a few breaths. Inhaling cosmic energy, exhaling any energy blocks. Now bring your awareness back to your heart center. Notice the heart center rising on inhalation, falling on exhalation. Bring awareness back to your body. Yoga Nidra is now complete. Feel your body peacefully resting. Feel the support beneath you. Notice the temperature of the space you're in. Notice the sounds. I'm going to invite you to stay here for as long as you like. When you are ready, you'll just bring some gentle movement to your body and you'll get up slowly. Om Shanti Shanti Om. May peace be with you.